Welcome to the Sibley Public Library Summer Adventure. Today we are going to take a look at our Summer Adventure Journal, and this week we're going to focus on the climax of our story. So we've already had the exposition the first week where we had the setting, the main characters, and some background information. And then last week we had some rising action in our story. We introduced a villain, we introduced the problem of our story, and so now we're reaching the exciting part where we're going to climax with a twist and turn this week. And so one of those twists is going to be the introduction of a magical element. So let's open up our journals and get started. All fairy tales and most legends and myths contain a unique element that creates a wonderful twist to the story: the introduction of a magical element. Magic may come in the form of a wish, by certain words spoken aloud. A creature of sorts may be magical and grant luck. Some stories even have an object that can only be used by someone containing specific qualities, like King Arthur being able to pull the sword from the stone. This magical element may help the hero on their quest or be part of the solution to their problem. Each of us will have a unique magical element to include in our story. Write down your initials below. The first letter of your first name on the first blank, and the first letter of your last name on the second blank. Then turn the page. So, my first name being Rachel, starting with the letter R, I'm going to write R here. And then my last name being Galvin starts with the letter G, so I'll write that there. I have my initials. Turning the page. Here we have a whole list of different magical creatures and things in the alphabet. Let's read over here. Follow the first column on the previous page using the first letter of your first name. Circle the letter and the word next to it. This will be the adjective describing where your magical element came from. Do the same thing with your first letter of your last name and the second column to discover your magical element. Copy the words below. Make them look magical. So I'm going to follow this alphabet here, this first column, and find the letter R for Rachel. Here, I'm going to circle that. Serpent is the word next to my R. And then in the second column is for my last name, the letter G. And I have a potion. So my magical element is going to be a serpent potion, which that makes a lot of sense for my story because my setting is in the desert. I'm sure we can find some snake venom, which is probably what my potion is going to be made out of. So here I'm going to write down serpent, because that describes what type of potion I have. I have a serpent potion. And you can spend time to make it look a little bit more exciting than that, but that is all we have for this part of the challenge. On this section, we can rip this ticket out and return it to the library. And, oh, we do have a backside, and it says, "Isn't this exciting?" I can't wait to find out what happens next. Draw a picture of your magical element here, and think about how it might work. So I might draw a really cool potion bottle with a snake wrapping around it and some fangs on my serpent. So I'll work on that. You take a look at your initials and what your magical element might be, and next time we'll take a look at our solution to our story for our climax. Thanks for joining me.